Good evening and welcome to the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We're coming to you live tonight from Brooksville, Florida, with a cross-county bragging rights on the line tonight. It's Lecanto versus Hernando. I'm Will Wilkie, and I'll be your guide for the pregame show tonight. Be sure to stick with us at halftime as well as we broadcast our senior spotlight interviews for tonight's game. Tonight we feature Darius Gaynor from Lecanto and Ryan Kelly from Hernando. Both of these players will be key in the outcome of tonight's game, but tonight we dig a little bit deeper and get to know more about how they got their start and the hurdles that they've had to overcome. Again, our senior spotlight features will be coming up at halftime. We'll also check in with the McMurdo Family Vision Regional Scoreboard throughout tonight's game and at halftime before returning to action in the second half. As we await the Leopards taking the field here tonight, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
I was fortunate enough to be able to work with Divinity on a custom skincare regimen the year leading up to my wedding. It included a series of in-office treatments, microneedling, PRP, hydrofacials, and an at-home skincare regimen. So I had no worries the day of my wedding. My skin was perfect.
Again, thank you for joining us here tonight on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We are a registered nonprofit media company, and we provide all of our content free to the community as part of our mission. Please consider subscribing to our channel. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at GCSN Broadcast. It does help us out a lot. It also helps bring these wonderful athletes and coaches to a wider audience. We have a great matchup here tonight. Both Coach Alexander and Coach Scargill were kind enough to sit down with us at the Gulf Coast Sports Network and review their keys to tonight's game.
Defensively, I feel like we're pretty sound this year. You know, I feel like we have a very athletic defensive back core. Linebackers are pretty gritty. You know, they get to the football. My defensive linemen, they fire off the ball very well. I feel like we're a good run-stopping defense. You know, I think we need to work on our pass stopping ability, but I think that'll come with, you know, with time and with practice. Offensively, I feel like, you know, right now we're a little slow offensively, but I think that once we work out all the different nuances to our offense, I feel like it's going to be very explosive. I think that, you know, kids like Darius, they contribute huge to our offense, and once we figure out a way to get the ball in his hands as much as possible, I think that only good things can happen with our offense. And, you know, and going to this game with Hernando, I feel like they've always been a well-coached team. The past 2 years, they beat us pretty good, you know, and it's been very humbling, you know, going against a team like Hernando. But I feel like we have the pieces in place this year to be very competitive, and I just think that if we do what we take care of business on offense and defense, that we can hopefully be victorious.
Excited today to play against Lecanto. It's one of our home games. We only have 4 home games this year, so we've been looking forward to this game. You know, basic, strong defensive front. Got to stop the run. Got to get off the field on third down. On offense, we're going to have to move the chains, keep that first down marker going, and you know, put the ball in the end zone.
I'd like to thank Coach Alexander and Coach Scargill for meeting with us to discuss their keys to the game. Let's get going. Let's send it up to the booth now for Abe and Dave for Lecanto and Hernando. Take it away, boys.
Number 41, Sabrian Peoples. Number 43, Weston Benamore.
Thank you, Will. We are excited to be here at Tom Fisher Stadium, home of the Leopards, for this home game against a hot Lecanto team that's coming in winning 2 in a row. However, this is the Panthers' first road game this season.
Yes, Abe. You and I both know traveling to this stadium in front of these home fans is no easy task, and Hernando is undefeated this season when they beat Citrus here in overtime just 2 weeks ago.
The Leopards are coming in here with some success of their own, figuring out their offense, which has put up 21 points in each game for the last 2 weeks.
Yes, and Hernando's gotten Kason Williamson and John Capel III moving and grooving these past couple games. Williamson has accounted for 4 touchdowns, while Capel has accumulated over 200 yards in those 2 games.
Now, Hernando's defense has given up some points earlier this season, but has also improved on the front as well, led by their aggressive defensive lineman, Devin Williams. Devin Williams and his crew have lived in their opponent's backfield with 7 sacks and several tackles for losses, while teammates Cybrion Peoples and Weston Fenimore has a combined 7 sacks. The Leopards will most definitely rely on the defense front tonight.
Well, Lecanto has a unique game plan. They love to throw the ball to their quick receiver, Darius Gaynor, and run the ball often with their quarterback, Amir Wilson. Wilson is also the team leader in tackles, which is uncommon for most quarterbacks. But I am told Wilson is a difference maker on both sides of the ball.
Speaking of both sides of the ball, Dave, Lecanto defense has only surrendered 27 points all season.
Something's got to give, Abe. The Red Hot Panthers coming in with an aggressive defense on the road versus a Hernando team that offense is clicking and play at their best here at home.
This kickoff can't come any sooner. Should be a great night for some Friday night football right here at Tom Fisher Stadium in Brooksville, Florida. And you can catch us live right now on Gulf Coast Sports Network. Kickoff to follow.
Squib kick. Oh, touch. Live ball.
Look like it'll be picked up by number 1 for Lecanto, Darius Gaynor.
I expect to see a lot from him on offense, defense, and here it is on special teams. Darius looks like he's one of their most valuable players this far in the young season.
Already making a play, saving, because that ball was free. It was free to anybody. The Leopards look like they're ready to come out, and put some fire into this game. It's a home game, and they only have 4 home games this season. But as I was reading a banner before the game started, it said, cat fight. That was the banner that the Leopards had up tonight. It's a cat fight, the Panthers and the Leopards.
Yeah, let's see this cat. Let's get this cat fight started.
Look like Lecanto comes out with splits to the right. Hands off to number 2 that goes straight up the middle. Picks up about 8 yards on that carry. That's Amir Wilson. On the stop for the Leopards.
Yeah, that's number 6, Manny Acker.
Manny Acker. We heard that name before.
Yeah, Manny's been a tough player for him the last 2 seasons. Oh,
quarterback keeps, and he's brought down immediately by number 41 of the Leopards, Cybrion Peoples.
Well, Peoples likes living in the backfield, and you can see what happened there. The guard and tackle pulled for Lecanto, and he just followed his offensive lineman in, and it led him right to the ball.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Panthers. Look like they got twins to the left, single receiver to the right.
Hernando's back in the box.
Shotgun formation. Hands off to number 2. He finds a seam, and he looks like he picks up the first down.
Yeah, he didn't get much more than he needed, but he got enough. But that ball popped up, and he had a good heads-up play to keep that in there.
Looked like number 54, Jesse Harmon, was in for the Leopards to help with that assist on that tackle.
Yeah, Manny's motioning over to his for some help. He had twins up there at the top.
First and 10, shotgun formation. Ball once again handed off to number 2. Looks like he picked up about 4 or 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah, that Coach Alexander has mentioned getting number 2 and number 1 involved early and often, and right now it's been number 2 so far in this offensive drive. Amir Wilson.
Look like Lecanto is going to stay in that same formation. Quarterback drops back for the pass. He puts the ball in the air. Number 80 makes the catch. And he looks like he's brought down at the 15-yard line. Looks like some flags on the play.
It looks like the number 5. Check out the instant replay by the recovery room. Yeah, quarterback's deep, has a good throw, steps into the pocket, and that's number 5. He just slips right at the end, and that is Travis LaBelle. But there is a penalty on the play, and it's going to back up Lecanto. That's a big penalty because they had the ball on the 15-yard line, and now they're all the way back to the 43 of their own. That's a good play by the receiver and the quarterback on their pitch and catch. We saw them warming up before game. They were doing some deep routes, post routes, corner routes.
Did we get a name on that receiver that made that catch?
I don't believe so. Wyatt Diaz is what I'm hearing.
Handoff again to number 2.
Handoff to number 2, Amir Wilson, taken down by number 99, Devin Williams.
He's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 for the Panthers.
Yeah, and I noticed the defense just switched their personnel package real quick.
It's 3rd down.
Panthers waiting for the signal from the side. It looks like they're going trips to the right side of the field. Single receiver to the left. Shotgun formation. Number 2, Amir in the backfield. Handoff to number 2 again. Looks like he has the first down.
Yeah, Amir Wilson takes the ball on that very important 3rd down. Check it out on a recovery room instant replay. They liked what they see in the box. They had a lead blocker, quick little juke move, and he gets what he needs for that. So they just spread him out, and they took it to the ground.
Looks like they're coming back in that same formation. 3 receivers to the right. Wilson has shifted on the other side of the quarterback. Single receiver on the left side of the field. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Quick handoff number 2. Looks like he has another first down, and he's brought down at the 30-yard line, but there is a flag on the play.
At the line of scrimmage. And he had another lead block. That's 2 plays in a row where he had a good lead block on that play to escort him towards the end zone. But it is going to be holding on the Leopards, and it's going to back him up again.
So the Panthers have been struck with legal player downfield as well as a holding by the offense, which has moved them back 2 times, which can be critical in a tough game like this in this cat fight.
Yeah, this cat fight is going to be tough, and penalties could definitely show up by the end of the game. Hernando's looking to make a defensive play here, keep him out of the first down here, but Lecanto has been moving the ball pretty well with their number 2, Amir Wilson.
First down and 20.
Going to go ahead and go with twins receivers to the right side of the field. Single receivers on the left. Quarterback keeps around the outside.
That was a good fake by the quarterback. He basically, check this fake out on the instant replay from the recovery room. He's going to give it to him, but he looks and sees the defensive lineman tackle the running back and pulls it out at the last second to get a 6-yard gain instead of a 2-yard loss.
Well, number 43 for the Leopard, Weston Fenimore, was able to make that saving tackle, but it was some daylight if he had gotten past that next level.
Now notice, number 1, Darius Gaynor has flip-flop sides for the first time. We've seen him on this side.
Quarterback drops back, pressure, and he's met in the backfield, number 41 of the Leopards, Cyberon Peoples.
We've called those 3 names all night already. Peoples, Fenimore, Williams. But number 1, Gaynor, ran the post route, and he wanted to throw the ball, but that defensive line pressure made him pull it down and hold it on. Great play by the defensive front for the Leopards. All right, we got 3rd and 18, Abe. And we already spoke, Lecanto's moving the ball pretty well. They're shooting themselves in their foot. It is 3rd and 18, so they're going to have a ways to go to pick up this first down.
And Lecanto is taking a lot of time off this clock. We got 6 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And it's pretty much been all the Panthers offense on the field. And like I said, 2 critical plays have really shot them in the foot, and brought them back. But they have had success throwing and running.
I'm sure they're going to try to get Darius Gaynor the ball here, whether it's a jet, which they haven't shown, or a pass. But let's see if that defensive front can get it in there again.
Quarterback dropped the pass. He's hit, but he got the ball away.
Great job.
And another flag on the play. Is this going to be against the Leopards?
Well, looked like Fenimore came in and grabbed the arm at the top. And it looked like a strip sack opportunity, but they are going to call the penalty on the Leopards for a personal foul.
That is horrible.
That's going to move the chains, Abe.
It's going to be a first down.
It's going to be 15 yards and an automatic first down. First and 10, Lecanto.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're the Leopards coaching staff.
Let's go defense.
But it is a 1st and 10, Abe.
Well, the Panthers gone back to that trips to the right side of the field, single receiver. Quarterback keeps it. Looked like he was grabbed early by number 99, Devin Williams.
He was trying to take that ball from him, too. He wanted his own ball. And, the ref stopped the whistle because he stopped moving forward, which is a good play. But it is an 8-yard gain. And basically all the quarterback's doing is reading that defensive end. And if he's tackling number 2, Amir Wilson, then he pulls it out and keeps it and gets a few yards. And these few yards have been 6, they've been 8, and they've been tallying up.
So now they bring the trips to the left side of the field with a single receiver. Hand off to number 2. He's trying to move. He's fighting for some yards.
Yeah, he was dragging some people for a little bit, but the Leopards defense tackled together as a team right there.
Looked like number 43, Fenimore, was on that tackle with some assistance from some other players.
Several.
Let's get loud.
All right, this is 2-down territory, Abe.
Number 14, Michael Saltzman.
Let's hear it for the Royal Regiment Marching Band.
Number 2 goes straight up the middle. Following his block. He's at the 10. Looks like he's brought out at about the 5-yard line. It's going to be another first down for the Panthers.
Yeah, Wilson just hits that hole super hard, super quick. Watch this recovery replay here as he goes right up, makes a quick dash to the outside, trips over his teammate who's trying to block downfield, but he finishes that run pretty powerful. That'll put up a 1st and goal from about the 6 or 7. But it looks like we have an injured Leopard over there, Abe. Might just be cramping, but it's a little early for cramping. He is grabbing his calf, ankle region.
Well, that's in the area where the tackle was made. So not sure if he was on the bottom of that pile.
Look at, we got a good shot there to see his number. I see 20. But they do have the athletic trainers over there. Hopefully he's okay. 25.
That's number 25, Elijah White.
Elijah White. Elijah White.
Get in there, man.
Well, I thank each and every one of you for tuning in to Gulf Coast Sports Network. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and also toss us a like. Let us know how you're doing. Also, send a shout out to our film crew who's doing a great job for you guys, ensuring that you have the great advantage while you sit at home and watch the game on TV or on your cell phones.
Well, Abe, you mentioned it earlier. They've controlled the clock this first quarter, put together an impressive drive, a long drive, and they're going to try to cap it off here with some points. Let's see if this defense bends but doesn't break.
Panthers are in the red zone. Hand off to number 2.
Stopped at the line of scrimmage by a host of Leopards.
Taken down by number 41, Brian Peoples.
Led by number 41, Peoples. Peoples been all over the field tonight. I mean, he's been doing very well for this defense so far.
Yeah, he came to play. He laced them up today.
It's going to bring up second down. 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Panther has controlled this entire time.
Oh, there you go. Good
Stopped in the backfield. Number 53 and number 2 with the stop for the Leopards.
It's Riley Nielsen.
And Wilson on that tackle.
Yeah, it was Nielsen and Wilson in action. You know, Lecanto's offense is going through number 2. And Hernando's defense has figured out 2 will take you to the ball. And when 2 doesn't, the quarterback keeps it. And, you know, he's been able to get some chunk yards.
Certainly I'm an avid golfer, golf usually weekly, play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been in pain for years that are now doing the things that they want to do. And Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
My name is Tom Roselli. I served in the U.S. Navy 65 to 69. Through all the turmoil and stress battling with the VA, I've come to learn that certain organizations have their hands tied and can only proceed so far, whereas Attorney Chris Chambers has the experience and the ability to dig into the files and get the results that got me my 100%. Tremendous job in helping veterans.
All right, Abe, third and goal from the 9.
Quarterback drops back.
Good defense. Good pass by the quarterback in that small window. That was a very small window for the quarterback to throw the ball into.
He tried to get the ball to Darius Gaynor, number 1, but it was in and out of his hands, which brings up 4th down. Now will the Leopards defense hold?
Well, 9 yards is a long way to go for a touchdown in most cases.
Well, number 2 has been successful for the Panthers getting down here. Will the quarterback give it to him now? Trying to get the Leopards disciplined. Leopards stayed disciplined on that, tried to get him to jump off sides.
Yeah, they have a mismatch on height with there at the top of the screen with 80 and 6 going at it. But Manny plays some pretty good defense with taller opponents.
Don't forget, the recovery room is located at 3201 Premier Drive, Brooksville, Florida. You can contact him at 352-797-2775 or www.recoverysportsclinic.com.
They're still going for it. They did not call a timeout and bring in the kicker.
So it looks like it's about 3 minutes remaining. It's 4th down, 4th and goal. Quarterback draws back, puts the ball in the air, and it's caught by number 1 for a Panther touchdown.
That's Darius Gaynor again. We talked about him being their most valuable player going up. Look at this instant replay from the recovery room. He just drops back and says, "I'm going to throw it up to my athlete. He jumps up, high points the ball, gets two hands on it with
two defenders,
one over, one under.
That was a great catch.
Yeah, that's a great catch, and the quarterback has to believe in you and your efforts to throw you that ball at all. But it's 4th down, and that's what he went to, and it put points on the board.
So Coach Alexander drove it downfield. Penalties on both sides Then it appears that he was stuck with a 4th and 9, and you know what? You give it to your athlete. He says it. He's a playmaker for them. Who do you look for in that situation?
Yeah, he mentioned that in his keys to the game. Let's get these guys involved, and that's what he's been doing. We talked about the 1-2 punch with Gaynor and Wilson, and that seems to be what they're doing right now.
And it seemed like they were very successful, very methodical at driving down the field.
They didn't panic when they got those big penalties as well.
Not at all. And it's 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter, and we have yet to see the Leopards offense.
Well, we got Manny Acker and Kason Williamson back deep, and those two fellas can flat out run. Williamson, we spoke about, has had 4 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks, so he's hoping that they kick it to him.
Once again, it's Friday Night Football coming to you live on Gulf Coast Sports Network. We're at Tom Fisher Stadium, Hernando High School, home of the Leopards. Tonight's matchup, the cat fight. Your Leopards, your Panthers. Little pooch kick. Number 16, fair catch it. That's going to be Will Teague who did the fair catch, which is going to bring the Leopards offense on the field.
Yeah, you could tell by the approach that it was only a 2-yard step up for the kicker, Jack Levengood. And that's usually an onside, it's a pooch, it's a squib, but it's not giving the ball to Williamson to make some moves.
Motion, quick handoff.
That's Travis LaBelle for the Lecanto Panthers on the tackle. Yeah, Capel's lined up in the gun. They're using some orbit motion.
It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Leopards. Single receivers, both sides, motion. And there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, that's going to be offsides. That's 2nd and short now, Abe. Now that looks like they're probably going to run the same play.
Capel's the field general for tonight. He holds on to the ball. He's trying to get to the outside, but he's met by a host of Panthers.
Capel's 206 pounds. I mean, he's a big boy, especially there at quarterback. Two quick fakes. Keeps the ball for himself.
Seemed like that Panthers defensive line stayed home and was able to wrap up and bring Capel down.
Well, Coach Alexander is very impressed with his defense. He told you his linebackers will go to work, his D-line's there, and he's got an athletic secondary. So, but it looks like Hernando's changing their formation.
Capel's under center. Quick handoff to the running back, and he's met by a host of Panthers. He may have gained 1 yard on that carry.
Yeah, Travis LaBelle, number 5, the linebacker for the Panthers, flies to the ball really well. Now it's 4th down here, Abe, and you're just over the 40-yard line.
Looked like it was Rendarius Wilson on the carry for the Leopards. So it's 4th and, let's say, 4 yards to go. 1 minute, 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
If they don't get this will give Lecanto some pretty good starting position.
Quick handoff, quick burst.
Ooh, it's going to be at the sticks. He's at the sticks.
It's going to be a close one on the spot, depending on where the referee puts it.
It might be by a nose. Lecanto saying no. Hernando saying yes. They're going to measure. Get it right. Well, this would be a big stop for Lecanto if it is in fact short. It would be a big stop. They'd have the ball on their side of the 50.
And it looked like it's going to be short.
Not by much, but it is definitely Panthers ball. So now Hernando's defense has to respond right now. No penalties. Find where Wilson is. Lock him down. And Lecanto, they got to be doing what they were doing, right? Throw the ball to Darius, hand it to Amir, let the quarterback keep it every now and then.
Well, it's 56 seconds remaining in the first quarter. You know, do you think they're going to try to run it or try for a pass?
Well,
looks like we got twins to the left, single receiver to the right, shotgun formation.
They're throwing it.
He's dropping back for a pass.
And look at number 1. Got behind the defense, a little breakdown, but the pressure by the front 4 of Hernando stopped that pass from being thrown.
And it looked like number 48, Jacob White, was able to get in there and make that tackle for the Leopards.
Well, that tackle for loss is important because he was looking.
So 2nd and 12 for the Panthers. Shotgun formation. Handoff number 20 as he makes his way up the field.
That's Caden Moore, the sophomore running back. Caden Moore, they're giving Williams a quick little break. Check out this recovery room instant replay. We have number 7 for the Leopards tackling him. That would be James Delmont. That's the end of the first quarter, Abe.
So we can sit here and say that Lecanto controlled the entire first half when they had the ball the entire time.
Yeah, they're on their second drive. Hernando got 4 plays.
Okay, and we're going to get ready to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back with you.
Certainly, I'm an avid golfer. Been golf usually weekly. Play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been paying for years that are now doing the things that they want to do. And Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
My name is Tom Roselli. I served in the U.S. Navy 65 to 69. Through all the turmoil and stress battling with the VA,
All right, we're back 3rd and short, Abe.
3rd and 3 for the Panthers. Still in that shotgun formation.
Oh.
Handoff to number 20, but he was met immediately by number 41 of the Leopards. That's going to be Cyberon Peoples.
Yeah, Peoples did exactly what he did last time. His tackle pulled, and he got on his hip, and it took him straight to the ball carrier. But you'll notice the quarterback did want to pull that ball back and keep it because there wasn't a whole lot of people left on that. So if they come back to it, the potential keeper is there.
Well, it's 4th down for the Panthers.
Oh, they're checking with the coach. Everybody's turning. Watch number 1 on the slant. And
the Leopards look like they called timeout.
Oh, they waited. They waited a long time just to see what they liked. I can see Gaynor going on the slant. The slant.
So what's going on Saturday in Spring Hill?
Well, most people are at the Veterans Park to watch these young fellas play some NFL flag football.
Where is it located at?
It'll be located at Veterans Park tomorrow, 8:30 kickoff for the 4 and 6-year-olds.
That's a bright early game.
Yeah, they play all the way to about 5 p.m. tomorrow. They have girls. They have leagues for girls, leagues for boys, co-ed leagues.
So this is something that parents will want to get their kids into early, flag football?
Yeah, there's about 4 seasons a year. And a lot of these fellas that are playing tackle have played NFL flag because it's been around for a few years now, and it's only growing more and more popularity. Football coaches love it because, it's just 7-on-7. A little work on the air game.
On the skill position, I got you.
It's a big fourth down here, Abe. Big fourth down.
You got number 20 in the backfield. Quarterback drops back. Pressure.
Big hit.
By number 11 for the Leopards, that's going to be Kason Williamson.
That's the running back coming back. Check out the recovery room instant replay as he comes from the backside of the quarterback and gets a free shot right there, unblocked, and does not miss. Does not miss. Great tackle for loss and great field position for the Leopards, who need to respond here in this second quarter. So we got Casey Williamson doing it on offense, doing it on defense. Capel in the gun again.
Look like the Leopards got receivers to both sides of the field. Motion. Fake handoff. Quarterback looks to pass. Tries to get out of the backfield. He's immediately brought down by number 20.
Yeah, he was looking downfield. He had his eyes downfield, and then he saw no one around him. But when he took off running, the defensive lineman was able to shed that late block and make the tackle for just a yard gain.
It appeared that Capel had some room, but that defense quickly closed that to where he only gained a yard.
And these corners are on the line of scrimmage. They're jamming right off the bat.
Looked like a fumble. Looked like he didn't know if he was going to pull it or run with it.
Yeah, that was an exchange. He was trying to read
And it's first down, Panthers.
Boy.
Number 5 on a recovery. Travis LaBelle.
Travis has played a sound game for the Leopards. He's had several tackles already and a fumble recovery.
Looked like the Leopards was trying to run. He was trying to read it, and then he tried to pull it and run, but apparently the exchange in between himself and the running back, it was a fumble on the play.
Well, and that's the biggest challenge with running the veer and the read plays is the fumble exchange with a late decision.
So it puts the Panthers right back where they were.
Amir Wilson's back in the game, though. He took a series off last time.
Well, he's been going both ways. He's been playing offense and defense.
Yeah, Caden Moore gave him a series break last series, and now number 2's back in. So it'd be interesting to see if they can move the ball, move the sticks.
DFW, I went through the American Legion, and I felt they couldn't help me. And, I got in touch with Chris, and he got right to work on it. And I'd say within a year, I had 100% disability.
All right, both coaches trying to rally their players here. This is a very important drive. Ten minutes and 27 seconds to go in this half. Going to be a first down for the Lecanto Panthers. Gainer in motion. Oh, they're going to sweep it.
Shuffle to number 1. Round the left side. He has a first down. He's at the 30 and brought out of bounds.
Yeah, Coach Alexander said he has to get him. Check out this recovery replay. He does orbit motion. They just flick him the ball. He's got 2 lead blockers and a lot of speed. He reads the blocks well and just runs out of bounds and tackled by number 33.
It looked like number 43, Weston Fenimore, was on that saving tackle, because it looked like he had a little bit of daylight. 2 steps left, he would have been gone down the field.
Yeah, we'd have taken the hashes all the way there.
Brings up first down for the Panthers. Quick hand off to number 2. Number 2 picks up about 5 yards on the carry.
Amir Wilson's been getting some of those between the tackle yards, which is some rougher yards to take, especially against that defensive front. But you can see there, they did bring in Gainer for the motion just to see if they could get the defense to flow away from Mr. Wilson.
It looked like he was brought down by the Leopards, number 7, James Delmont. Brings up second down. 5 yards to go. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Motion. Hand off to number 2. And he's immediately brought down by number 71 of the Leopards.
Yeah, that was
41 Peoples on the tackle.
That was the same exact play. So two times in a row, same fake, same ball carrier, and about the same result. Short yardage. Here's 3rd down, and about long 4.
Twins to the right, single receiver to the left side of the field. Leopard looking to apply some pressure. Shuffle pass to number 2. He finds the outside. He's still moving. And he's looked like he's brought down at about the 1 yard line.
Yeah, he just does a good job of keeping his legs moving. I'm sure the instant replay booth from the recovery room is going to pop up with him running. He's got 1 blocker. He reads it, gets skinny at the point of contact, keeps his feet moving here with 3 people on him, 1.5 yard line.
Well, it looked like the Leopards had him wrapped up, but they didn't wrap up.
You got to finish
and
it.
he was able to bounce off of him and get all the way down to the 1 yard line.
Well, they're probably going back to Wilson here, the short yardage specialist.
Quick handoff to number 2. He dances, and he powers his way on the inside. It's another touchdown for the Panthers.
Yeah. You could tell Manny Ackers was throwing his shoulder in there, just trying to make the ball pop up. A tackle there, he falls forward. He's already in the end zone, so he's just trying to cause a fumble.
That's number 2, Amir Wilson. You know, we've been saying his name quite a bit. He's been having some nice runs here tonight for the Panthers.
And the kick is
up, it's away, and it's good. Don't forget to check out our senior spotlight in the 2nd quarter at halftime. So, Dave, who are our senior spotlight tonight?
Well, for Hernando, it's going to be Ryan Kelly. And for Lecanto, it's going to be Darius Gaynor, who we've already seen both these players active tonight.
Well, you know what? While we get ready to get kickoff on the way, let's check out our regional scoreboard.
Watch the squib.
Another pooch kick by number 14 for the Panthers. Picked up by number 11.
Oh,
11 makes the way to the outside. He's dancing to the outside, and he's brought out at the 45-yard line.
That's Kaysen Williamson, who was back deep previously. They moved him up just in case they do that pooch, and they did, and he had just a little bit more to go before he made a bigger impact. But they are going to start with the ball right at the 43-yard line, which is perfect field position. They just got to get a first down, move the chains, and put some points on the board here before they go into the halftime.
7 minutes, 41 seconds remaining in the first half. Lecanto leads 14, Hernando 0. First down and 10 for the Leopards. Single receivers. Quarterback keeps. Looks like he's up the middle. Picks up about 10 yards on the carry. Will be a first down for the Leopards.
That was a much better fake and a much better response by Mr. Capel. He really put his foot in the ground and just accelerated right through there. I thought it was a first down, but it looks like they can call a second and short.
Nope, they gave him the first down.
They are going to give it to him.
First down.
And they're ready.
Quarterback keeps it.
There you go.
Capel picks up about 5 yards on that carry.
This is a positive early drive for the Leopards as they gotten 15 yards on 2 carries with the same guy. Little play action.
Twins to the left, single receiver, shotgun formation. Handoff to number 24. And he's met in the backfield. It looks like he might have fumbled.
They're calling
he got
him
it
down.
back.
Yeah, they're calling him down.
He was hit by number 8, Michael Bryant of the Panthers.
That's DeMarcus Langley on the carry, the junior. Not a lot to run with. But Michael Bryant was there for them.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Leopards.
Michael Bryant's 6'2", 215, and sometimes he lines up as their Wildcat quarterback. In on that tackle. But we got a flag. Yeah, they had 12 guys on the field, and the last guy got out a little too late after the huddle.
When you have positive drives, penalties can hurt a positive drive. You know, when you start to have that momentum, your offense starting to move, you know, then a penalty. And we're going into the 4th, 5th game of the season to where some coaches wish that, you know, all these penalties get out, you know, and these guys, you know, able to do what they need to do.
Believe that my body was
illegal
on the
substitution
decline,
is definitely
that
something
the pain
that
I was
you hate to see.
Was not
it is
tolerable
3rd
enough
and
for me to
15.
go out and run. And the day
Like
that
to
he
see
adjusted me, I felt that
maybe a
relief.
pass?
I felt like I could actually put on my cleats.
Well, he's
again.
going to have to put – well, passing will let Lecanto know what they're doing. Meaning, can they drop back and, you know, try to pick it off or something like that.
And the Leopards haven't dropped back much this season. I believe it's five dropbacks last week. So hopefully they can develop that part because I believe they have some talented receivers.
So it's 3rd and 15, 5 minutes,
You got the
59 seconds remaining
You got the safety at the stick.
in the first half. Quarterback finds screen number 6. Number 6 has a little daylight, and he's
Here we
brought
go.
down.
That's Manny on the quick screen. He's trying to get to the alley of blockers, which he got to the 3rd one. But, you know, number 5, Travis LaBelle is in again for his 4th tackle on the young knight. He also had a fumble recovery. Definitely one of those candidates for the early Glory Days player of the game.
Glory Days player of the game. What is that?
Well, that's where we honor one of these fellas who've been working hard all game. They get a T-shirt from GCSN. Oh, that's a high punt. Anybody can touch it. Block him into it. Oh, down right there.
Leopard downs it. So what were you saying about this Glory Days?
Yeah, the Glory Days player of the game. Basically, we choose one player who played an awesome game, whether it was offense or defense, even special teams, and they're going to get a GCSN T-shirt after the game, and they're going to get a coupon to go there, gift certificate to go to Glory Days and eat some awesome food.
So does it matter which team has the outstanding player, or how does that work?
Well, if you're an awesome player and you're showing out tonight, that's definitely going to help your odds. We have several guys right now. Amir Wilson's carrying the rock for Lecanto. Darius Gainer's had some big catches. We already spoke a little bit about Travis LaBelle, his fumble recovery and 5 tackles. And we now have Lecanto's defensive front and the quarterback, John Capel, getting some yards here. And Kaysen Williamson on the kickoff returns. So it's anybody's T-shirt right now.
All right. Looks like the Panthers come out with trips again. Motion to the left.
Bumble.
Looks like he tried to do a direct snap to the motion guy, which didn't work out, which he had to immediately lay on top of the ball.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it hit his hip or if it hit his backside, but the ball definitely did pop out, and it's a big loss. I mean, that's a 10-yard loss on first down, and you know Hernando has them where they want them in this 2nd and 20.
So we got the Glory Days player of the game that we get to choose to see who's going to win, and then also, what is this senior spotlight about?
Oh, that's a great. Oh, we got number 20 coming in.
20's trying to find some room on the outside. He's met by a few Leopards.
They
Picked
kept
up
him.
about 3-4 yards on that carry. So what is the senior spotlight about?
You know, the senior spotlight is a great interview with one senior from each team to just tell you what football has meant to them, what their road has looked like, how it's made them a better person, what they've learned. It's a great story that we run every halftime, and it's just a closer, deeper dive into these young men who give so much to football.
And so who will be the senior spotlights for tonight?
Well, tonight's senior spotlight is Ryan Kelly and Darius Gaynor.
And we've heard those names quite frequently tonight.
Oh, I think we had two guys moving at once on that. All right.
Seems like Lecanto's going the opposite way of the goal line that they want to reach.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 20. They just picked up the 5 yards on the quick pitch to number 20, Caden Moore, and now they're backed up 5 yards, so it's still 3rd and 20. So the secondary has to be ready. They have to be ready here.
Let's make some noise for them boys.
All right. Oh, they're going to give it. He's got some room.
Number 20.
I got about 15 yards of that 20 yards.
So it's going to bring up 4th down and 6 for the Panthers. Now, is this where, the coach decides to punt it, or is he going to go for it?
He's
give the
likely
Leopard good field position if they don't make it.
He's likely going to punt here. They are up by 2 scores. You want to keep them. You want to keep that 2-score cushion going into halftime. There's only 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Your defense has been playing well. They're likely going to punt this ball.
So should the Leopards come?
Would
you apply pressure?
I would come. They have 3 guys there. And out of bounds. About the 38-yard line there. Well, they still have 2 minutes and 22 seconds to go in this half, which you can get a drive going. I feel like John Capel has been one guy left a couple times on his scramble. So
it's 1st and 10 for the Leopards. 2 minutes 22 seconds remaining in the first half. Can the Leopards get on the board? This is where we'll see if the Leopards have a 2-minute offense that'll get them to drive down the field.
There's no cushion on those receivers. That means they don't believe you're going to throw it. So they are playing press coverage on the near side.
Capel on the keeper picks up about 4 yards on the carry.
I love the hurry-up offense, though. They're already lined up, ready to go. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Looking like they're in 4 wides. Single back. Handoff.
Yeah, that's Michael Bryant, number 8. He's been a hard guy to block all night, and he's there to make it a short game. But we got 3rd and long 4. A minute 40-ish to go in this half.
Quarterback drops back. He scrambles. Took a hard hit.
Yeah, that's Travis LaBelle again on that, making sure that quarterback, I think he's spying the quarterback because he didn't really have any drop back responsibilities there. He just kind of stayed about 7 yards away from Capel. And Capel really went in to lower his shoulder. It is going to be about 4th and 3 with 1:08 to play in this half.
Leopards down 14-0. Trying to find an answer for their offense. Trying to find the end zone. Looks like we got 4 wides. Single back. Quarterback drops back. Puts the ball in the air. Oh, it's in and out of the hands. Number 11. And a flag on the play.
We got a flag. Clock is stopped with 48 seconds to go.
See what the referee calls. Holding on the Leopards. They decline it.
It's a first down.
First down for the Panthers. It's 44 seconds remaining in the first half. Do you think the coach is going to try to punch it in?
Well, 48 seconds. You got plenty of time, and they've had some big successes.
And he has some weapons out there.
Wilson and Gaynor, the 1-2 punch we spoke about earlier. Literally, the 1 and the 2. Darius.
Well, it looks like they got number 20 in the backfield.
Okay. That's Caden Moore.
So I believe they're going to try to keep it safe and run the ball. 44 seconds remaining. Quick motion. Quarterback drops back. Brought down by number 99, Devin Williams.
You know, he's looking for number 0, Tez Joseph, who's just a sophomore, and Des and him didn't seem to be on the same page.
No, it don't seem like he was looking over because the quarterback wanted to get rid of the ball quickly, so he had to take it and run to the outside, and big Devin Williams was able to quickly put hands on him and bring him down.
You know, Williams is one of the leading sack artists in this area. I believe he's top 3 in this area, which is fantastic for any local team. 7 sacks by himself. And that would be number 8.
Devin is not a small guy.
I think he's like 292 pounds, and he is a big, strong fella. He's a wrestler, 400-pound bench presser.
They got him listed as 6'2", 292.
Yeah, I think he's every bit of it. Fun guy to have around. He was a senior spotlight a couple weeks ago. Fun kid to interview.
Quarterback drops back again.
Oh.
Steps up, put the ball in the air. Number 1 has it. Looks like he has the first down.
Great catch by Gaynor. Now check out this instant replay from the recovery room. Quarterback's going to take a shot by Williams, and Gaynor just goes up and catches it. But it's 21 seconds to go.
Number 5921, 592.
All right, 19.8 seconds. They stop the clock. It says second down. It says 19. We apologize. There we go. We got our game clock right now. It's 19 seconds to go. And you got to like number 1. You got to like 00. You got to like 80. I mean, they've all had some targets to them. He is dropping
Quarterback
back.
drops. Puts the ball in the air. Oh! Number 1 juggles it. It was close.
Manny's in his pocket. He did jump a little early and try to bat that ball. But we did. I thought I saw a flag. Did they pick it up? Maybe no flag at all. I think it's third down.
3rd and 10. How much time remaining in this game?
13 seconds.
13 seconds in this half. I'm sorry, not the game, in the half.
I hope you guys stay tuned to check out our senior spotlight just after this half concludes. We've had some aggressive plays here, though.
Quarterback drops 2 steps.
Screen.
Puts the ball back in the air. Oh! On the back shoulder, that receiver had it led him. He could have been in the end zone, but it was on the back side of him. Looks like number 5 for Lecanto. Travis LaBelle, he took a shot.
Yeah, he did take a shot. And they had the running back in the middle for the screen, but the quarterback liked what he saw. JT Tipton liked what he saw and threw it deep. This should be one of the, well, it's 4th down, so we'll see.
Well, I watched JT Tipton, especially in the shotgun. He's only taking 2 steps of putting that ball in the air. He has a slight arm. Hit his number 1 receiver. Looked like he has the first down.
Yeah, he's going to force that ball into Darius Gaynor as often as he can.
Doesn't look like the clock moved any.
Well, there's 1.4 seconds to go, and it should end the quarter. Yep, and the half. That's a 14-0 half for Lecanto, in favor of Lecanto. We're excited to send it over to Will Wilkie right now.
Thank you, Abe and Dave. Great job on that first half call tonight. Welcome to GCSN After Half. I'm Will Wilkie, and I'll be taking you through our halftime content this evening. We're going to get things started right away with our senior spotlight features. Tonight we have two key players featured, Darius Gaynor from Lecanto and Ryan Kelly from Hernando. Here we go.
So I first started playing in first grade when I was 8, and I didn't really want to play it to begin with, but then my dad put me in it. I was kind of nervous at first, but then after a while I started getting along with it. I played for the Chris River Sharks. So basketball, I was a lot more into basketball to begin with. I was more of a basketball player than I was a football player. I really liked it because I just liked to drive in on people and score. I thought it was a little bit easier than football was. And then I didn't really like contact as much when I was younger. And basketball was just a lot easier. I liked playing defense. And then that's when I started to get physical more and then start playing defense during football. So coming into 7th grade, mainly everybody knew me already. I wasn't really nervous as much as I was starting with Little League, but mainly all my friends around me, we all stuck together. We all helped each other out if we didn't know anything. Some of the 8th graders that I knew, they helped me through everything. And then when I transitioned into 8th grade, I stepped up a little bit as a leader to help my friends and all the younger kids learn what I did when I was in 7th grade, stuff like that. And then I think we had a pretty good, successful season when I was in middle school. Went to the championship 7th and 8th grade. Coming in as a freshman, I was obviously a little nervous coming to play against a lot older kids, bigger, stronger, faster. I transitioned into it a little better than I thought I would. I think we had a pretty successful season. I was kind of shy at first, didn't really talk to anybody. Mainly just worked on the details and stuff that I needed to play at a varsity level.
I first met Darius, I think I seen him at a basketball game. And I just remember just seeing him on the court and seeing how well he moved. And, he plays point guard, so, he took control of his team. And, he's just a good athlete, and I heard a lot of good stuff about him from his previous coaches. And he's very, very quiet. I never really got too many words out of him, when I first met him initially. But as he warmed up to me, that's when we kind of was able to communicate. And and he's very smart, very smart academically, and he has a very high football IQ. So that was very surprising when I first met him.
Came in sophomore year, got a new head coach, Coach Chop, and I've heard that he was a really good coach. Came from Citrus, so at first I really didn't talk to him as much. I was very shy, and started to get to know him a little bit better, started talking to him, and he saw that I had good leadership, even though I didn't really talk as much as I should. And I think he really helped me out with getting to know people, talking more, showed us that this is more than just a game. We should really be out here. If you really want to be out here, you should take this serious and stuff like that.
Absolutely. His junior year, he started being more of a vocal leader. He would take charge more, in his group, his receiver group and defensive back group. But I started asking more of him on special teams and whatnot, and that's where he really shined. I think he had about 2 or 3 kickoff returns, ran back for touchdowns, and And he had one key interception that sealed the deal for us in our county rivalry game against Citrus High School. And that was a really big play for him. Probably his biggest play of the year. So, after that, that's when he really had my attention, and he had the attention of, pretty much everybody in the county. And he's just special. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to show up big in the big moments. Like, he don't shy away from it. He might be shy as a person, but when it comes to, like, the big play moments, he always steps up and rises to the expectation.
And then junior year, I really stepped up as a leader, especially during the Citrus game. We were doing okay a little bit in the first half, and then halftime came and our Coach Chop was really getting on our case about stepping up. We should be doing better than this. So I stepped up as a leader and really got everyone to come together during the game and had everyone follow my lead as a leader and really step up during this game. And then I had this one play towards the end of the game. It was probably 20 seconds left in the game, and I caught I caught an interception the last part of the game and scored. And it was really great for me, like a great feeling for me and all my players and coaches, and then my dad as well. And my senior year, I have a lot of goals, not just in football, for basketball and track. Basketball, I've been a 4-year. I've been playing on varsity for 4 years now. I'd like to go to the all-conference for basketball. Track, I'd like to go all the way to states for a triple jump. And then, of course, for football, I have a few goals. I'd like to win a district championship.
My expectation for Darius this senior season is to just shine on every aspect of the game. I mean, we have him on every special team. He starts on offense and defense. I mean, he pretty much don't leave the field until halftime and the end of the game. He's an Iron Man player. He's kind of like that old school throwback player, and he wants that. Like he don't like when we take him out of the game, he's looking like what's going on. So I like that about him, and I like that he wants to be on the field contributing at all times. He has a high motor, high energy. And he has that because he does play multiple sports. Like he's track, he does basketball. He's just so well rounded, and I just like that. I know that these young kids are looking at him, and they look at the way he walks, the way he talks, the way he dresses, and I can see like little Darius is being produced, coming up in the next years to come, and I think that's a good thing, because I want these little Dariuses to start blooming and blossoming, through the years, because I think that, the more kids I have like him, like, as far as the character and athletic ability go, I think that's really going to take us to the next level in the years to come.
Seventh grade year, when I started playing football, I was nervous. I didn't really know about the game that much. The coaches were coaching me up good, and they put me at wide receiver and outside linebacker, and I didn't really know much about them positions. It was still new to me, and I was learning the new mechanics, new plays, learning just more about my position. But going into my 8th grade year, I actually, that's when it started to click for me, oh yeah, this is what I want to do. And I remember one game, I was on defense. They put me on defense for the first time. I remember it was against Fox Chapel. I actually scored 4 touchdowns off forced fumbles and ran it back to the house. And I was like, man, this is fun. Love football. The coaches, they were just like, oh, this kid can play a little bit. And some coaches wanted me to, they were already talking to me about high school and playing football, so that's when it really all started to click.
Ryan Kelly's a great inspiration to a lot of the players because he's coming off of a major injury. He's been rehabbing hard in the weight room, comes every session, works hard, puts in the work.
Having a lot of momentum going from my freshman year to my sophomore year. I was playing 2 quarters on JV, 4 quarters on varsity, which I didn't mind because football is football. Love playing it. Going into our first game, I was stoked. It's like, yes, get to play football. You know, it was Thursday night, but football is football. So went in, I think it was like second quarter. Coach put me on a go route, and I tried to give a little break at the line, and my left knee actually popped. And I didn't know what it was at the time. I didn't know how to take it because I never got injured before or like nothing like that. So I just went to the sideline, stretched it out, went back in the game. They did it again. I was like, oh, this ain't good. After the game, I actually got an MRI on my results, and they said I tore my ACL. And I was like, I didn't know what to do because I never got injured before, so I didn't know how to take it. And just like that, my season was over. So I was thinking, like, what now? Do I play another sport? Junior year, coming in from the big ACL injury, I was actually starting the first spring game on varsity. I was a little bit nervous because I was still nervous about my injury. But I was just really happy to be back on the field. And the coaches were stoked that I came back because they thought I was going to quit after that injury because they say it's a hard injury. But I remember I had a good tackle. Me and actually my buddy Sam Sternberger had a good tackle. And I got up and I was like, back playing football, this feels good. But yeah, I was working hard at practice. You know, I was ready for the fall camp. I was like, I'm ready. Just to be back on that field, first Friday Night Lights, like, means a lot. Whole family's coming, but doing board drills at practice, you know, put me up against, I want to say bigger, but a little bit stronger. We're tussling, he's pushing me back, and here goes my right knee, popped, and I already knew what the first one feels like, so I already knew, and the trainer came over, she was messing with my knee, and she said that my ligament felt loose, and I started crying because I was like, man, not again, like, this can't happen again. Called my mom, and got my MRI results, found out I tore my right ACL. So now a lot of people telling me to quit football. Maybe this sport isn't for you. And I was just thinking, like, dang, like, I let a lot of people down. And do I really want to keep playing this sport? Or is this God telling me this sport isn't for me? But after my rehab from my right ACL, again, just more rehab, and I'm just like, this is my senior year. Something's got to give here. Like, I think I actually feel more stronger than I was before. I feel great. Been practicing. You know, Coach Scargill's a great coach. He's been coaching me up on the starting defense, starting linebacker, and I just love playing football. I just love it because this is what football is about, getting through injuries and persevering through anything.
In the spring, since he couldn't participate in spring, he helped coach. He was there every practice, pushing the players, making sure that they were doing their assignments, that they knew what was expected of them. And then in the summer, he participated in all of our 7-on-7 competitions, and he showed great leadership on the field during those 7-on-7s, and he has, shown great determination getting back to 100%. We have a lot of expectations for Ryan on the field for this season. I'm expecting him to be one of the starting linebackers and be in the top 2 or 3 in tackles and leading that defense and being successful.
You know, our team, I think we got a good team this year, and our bond is crazy, and the love that we have for each other is more than any other year this year. Scargo really coaches us up good, and he just really brings the culture to Hernando County. Like, we're going to win some ball games this year. You know, we're going to be pretty good, and I think we can go far in playoffs, and I just look forward to what this season brings, and I'm pumped.
We hope you enjoyed that feature for our senior spotlights. Now we're going to send it down to field commentator John McMurdo to get an update on Hernando sports from athletic director Mark Lee. John, take it away.
Lee, the athletic director for Hernando High School. Mark, why don't you take a few seconds here and tell us about the athletic program this fall?
All right. Our fall athletic program, we've had a lot of success here. Our girls and boys golf team have made big runs deep into the states last year, and looking forward to having a lot of success this year with it, and expecting the same thing with them. Our swimming's been building, and then volleyball and football, we're in a little bit of a rebuild stage, but it's one of those, you see the light at the end of the tunnel, and and the kids are working hard, the coaches are working hard, and looking forward to watching this build back up to the way leopard ball should be.
That's excellent to hear, Mark. It sounds like you guys have a great program going this fall, and we also understand you have some exciting news. Would you like to share it with us?
Sure. I've accepted a job coaching in the XFL. I'll be an offensive assistant with Team St. Louis. They're coming out with the team names and colors next week. Anthony Beck's our head coach, and I've known Anthony for almost 25 years, coached him in college, so that's kind of cool to be able to work out with him. And then obviously being able to be affiliated with Danny Garcia and Dwayne Johnson, everything they touch turns to gold. They've had so much success. And then you add Redbird Capital, their company, $1 billion company, and I think that just shows with this spring league where a lot of long-term stability, there's a greater chance of that, and we look forward to the success that this league brings, and looking forward to be a part of it.
Well, congratulations. That says a lot about you and the program here, and we wish you good luck going forward. Thanks for joining us tonight. All right, Will, back up to you.
Thank you very much, John, for that report. And thank you and best of luck to Mark Lee, who's been a great friend and supporter of the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We wish him well and all the best in this exciting new endeavor. We'd also like to thank Darius Gaynor and Ryan Kelly. It was a pleasure getting to know these young men during their interviews. We wish them well on their respective seasons and beyond. These spotlights will be posted to our YouTube channel later on this evening under our special events section, so you can view them anytime that you wish. We're going to check in quickly with the McMurdo Family Vision Regional Scoreboard before letting Abe and Dave take us home with the second half call. We'll be right back.
Navy SEAL veteran and endurance athlete Don Mann pushed his body to the limit and tried regenerative medicine when all other options failed.
It's unbelievable. I just assumed I was going to be in pain forever. And I've been in pain since the 80s. Now I'm running and riding a bicycle faster than I have in 7 years. Even my vision is better. I'm 100% pain-free right now. And I don't take any medications.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for regenerative treatment.
VFW. I went through the American League. I went through the VFW. I went through the VFW.
Well, Dave, we back into action for the second half of this ball game where the Lecanto Panthers lead the Leopards 14-0.
Yeah, what a great senior spotlight tonight. Getting to know a little bit about Darius and his basketball background and Ryan Kelly and his fight to get healthy again. But you're right, we're here back with a kickoff. Deep kick. Oh, he's got some room.
Looks like he got returning. He's able to get loose from one man and quickly pull down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Manny. He's trying to get it to the middle, changes directions, and takes the sideline instead. One guy to beat, but that guy gets him down, and it appears that they're going to have the ball inside the 20. So it looks like about an 83-yard drive.
He was trying to make something happen. He's trying to make something happen, trying to spark this team coming out of halftime, trying to do something for their offense. So both coaches went inside, had their coach meetings, had the players meetings, and let's see what they do second half of this ball game. Leopards start out with twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Quick handoff to the running back, and he's immediately brought down by number 35 of Lecanto. It's going to be Sam Biggin.
That was DeMarcus Langley on the carry. That's his second carry of the night. His his right ankle looks a little unstable right now as he jogs off, limping a little bit.
Another quarterback keeper.
Still go. Oh, there's definitely a flag there. Looked like a face mask. Looks like a face mask, which is going to help them out quite a bit. It is a face mask indeed. There's going to be a 15-yard penalty and a first down there.
Which will move the Leopards down the field. Seemed like the Leopards come out of halftime doing a little more motion than what they did at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, they're faking to Case and Williamson, and sooner or later they're going to give him the ball to keep everybody honest.
Handoff up the middle. He has some daylight. It's around the outside. He's to the 40. And he's brought out of bounds, pushed out of bounds by number 7 of Lecanto.
That was check out the replay here. That's Gabriel Samson, the sophomore, busted out to the sideline, switches hands so he can stiff arm, but does run out of bounds as Darius Gaynor forces him out. But it's first down.
Quarterback keeps around the left side. Brought down after about 8 yards.
Strong first down play. It's going to be an 8-yard gain. That was Travis's LaBelle's tackle again. I think it's his 6th or 7th tackle tonight.
Looked like the Leopards come out of this half with a little explosiveness on their offense.
Oh, they got two guys moving. Well, we talked about them actually giving the ball to 11 to keep them honest, and they do it here. But our friend number 24 for the Leopards, DeMarcus Langley, he also moved his foot forward, so that's going to back him up. Still going to be second down. But they're going to change the formation here. Oh, they might got him on a lean again.
Is not letting him get set. So when that receiver goes out wide, number 6, and then number 11 come into motion, they're calling that illegal procedure on the team because they're not getting set.
And you got to get set. And yeah, that's 10 yards of penalties right there, which I'm sure Coach is going to talk to him, get him back on the right page here. Lecanto's defense does not need any help. They've been playing a strong game all game long.
Leopards goes with the trips to the right side of the field. Quarterback throws a hitch to number 6.
That's Manny again, and we saw that on the fourth down play earlier in the first half. And Manny's got one guy to beat. Check this recovery room instant replay. He knows he's going to throw it right now. He steps. Manny comes inside. He's got 2 wide receivers blocking. You know, and number 5, Travis LaBelle, is there to force him outside.
And number 2, Amari Wilson, is the one on the stop on that tackle for the Panthers. Quarterback keeps to the left side. He's quickly met by a host of Panthers, led by number 8, Michael Bryant.
That looked like an option play. You know, the tailback wanted the pitch, and it appeared that he was just gonna go ahead and keep it. But it is 4th and a long 4, or a short 5.
Looks like the Leopards going to go for it. Quarterback draws back, puts the ball in the air.
Got a guy. Oh, had a guy on the corner route. Good ball by the quarterback. Let's check out the instant. All right, check. That was Capel on the throw.
Looks like that pass was intended for number 8, Kason Pyramidal.
Oh, that's a good ball. Now you got to get your defense back up.
Lecanto comes out with the trips to the left. Hand off to number 2. Picks up 2 yards on the carry.
Yeah, that's 43 on the tackle for the Leopards. Fenimore, who's having quite the game himself for the Hernando defense. Lecanto's coaching staff signals in the play from the sideline. Wilson's going to get the ball. Yeah, Wilson gets the ball really quick, but John Capel's there to play some defense. Goes and tackles him right there with a no gain. It's going to be 3rd and 7.
So Capel is also playing both sides of the ball.
Yeah, it appears. Well, yeah, you know, you're 200 pounds, 207 pounds. You got some speed. It's crunch time now for your defense. And he's pretty much flipping to the wide side of the field.
Get loud because Leopard proud.
Quarterback draws back.
Almost intercepted by Fenimore one more time. Instant replay by the recovery room.
He was looking for his favorite receiver.
He drops back. He gets in the zone, jumps, and it falls incomplete. Yeah, Darius Gaynor was the intended target. But it is 4th down, and they're going to go ahead and try to punt this ball. Kason Williamson back deep. A better punt this round. It's going to take a good roll. Goes out of bounds about the 22-yard line.
It's about 6 minutes, 39 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Lecanto still leads 14, Hernando 0. And we'll go ahead and take a commercial break, and we'll be right back. Gulf Coast Sports Network.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you know, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that...
Well, it looked like the Leopards, 1st and 10, getting ready. They need to make some type of answer, some type of offensive production.
Well, they got the wide receiver out exceptionally wide.
Another flag on the play.
Yeah.
Holding on the offense.
Usually going to be holding when the flag lands right there, and it was this time. Really strong defense tonight by Lecanto, making Hernando earn every yard. Just outside the 10-yard line here, but it's still first down.
Some will call it 1st and 20, and someone say 1st and a long way to go for the Leopards. Another flag on the play.
Yeah, they're just getting them with an early lead there, early jump.
And it's backing them up even further.
Yeah, it's 5 yards.
First and 23 at the 8-yard line.
And these wide receivers are still in.
Quarterback draws back for the pass. He keeps the ball. And he looks like he's met by some Panthers. Number 35 and number 25. 35 and 25 of the Panthers was able to stay home and make those tackles.
Yeah, it's Sam Begin who was the first one there.
And then assisted with Austin Mirando, number 25.
All right, second in a while.
I like that one, second in a while. That was a good one. Quarterback draws back, he pumps. Quick hit number 6, and he's met immediately by number 7.
That's James Delmont. Oh, that is not James Delmont. James Delmont picks for Hernando. But that was Manny Aker on the catch, hoping to get some yards after contact, but he was definitely swallowed up as soon as he caught that ball by 7.
Quarterback rolls to his right, tries to keep it.
That's Travis.
He's met immediately.
That's Travis LaBelle on the blitz sack. First one there. And it's going to be 4th. They're going to be punting from this position, hoping to get the ball as close to midfield as they can. But they do have Darius Gaynor back deep to return. And
kicks away, nice high, short. Looks like it's going to take a Panther bounce and is out at the Leopards' 30-yard line.
all right. So they get a first down just outside the 30-yard line. And they're looking for some points. With 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter of the opening second half. Yeah, Hernando's going to want to get their D lineman going here. This is where they've been eating right here when they need him. They need a tackle for a loss, a sack.
Seems like the Leopards' defense has been on the field quite a bit.
Yeah.
You know, and is that going to play a toll come the fourth quarter? Quick handoff to number 2. He's dancing.
Yeah, Devin Williams was double teamed on that play. They came right to him, but
he was quickly brought down by number 41 of the Leopards, Sir Brian Peoples.
Yeah, Peoples, Fenimore, and Williams have all had a pretty good defensive game, keeping their team right where they are. Because this game's not over. It's just a 14-point lead, but they're going to definitely need to make a good defensive effort here.
People's been having a vision for the ball, and he's wrapping up when he looks like he's being double-teamed.
And they're trying to get it to
Tez
Joseph. That's Tez Joseph on the post. Well covered. Yeah, Jesse Folks on that coverage, and he was fantastic. Right in his pocket, got his hands on it first. Now it's 3rd and about 5.
It's 3rd down. Will the Leopards defense stand? Will the Panthers get the first down? They go in a trip, single receiver to the right. Quarterback hands it to his man, number 2. Number 2 breaks away. Ooh, it hit immediately.
Yeah, he was changing directions.
But he got the first down.
Yeah, we're going to take a peek at this recovery room. Let's not take a peek at it, but that's number 2 on the run. And DeJorius Jackson on the hard hit, nice and low.
He had a nice hard hit, but the Panthers was able to pick up that first down.
And keep the defense on the field. Keep the offense on the field. Tick-tock for the time of possession.
Quarterback keeps it himself.
And Devin Williams in on that first, but he had his buddies with him. It's a tackle for loss for Devin to go along with his sack. All right, 2nd and 12.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Lecanto leads 14, Hernando 0. Quarterback drops. Pass in the air is caught by number 80.
Yeah, it's 24 on the tackle. He pretty much just swallows up the catcher right there. That's DeMarcus Langley in on that. Great catch, but Langley does not give him any room to run with it afterwards. 1:40 to go.
Looks like we have a timeout.
Let's go ahead and check out some commercials.
Navy SEAL veteran and endurance athlete Don Mann pushed his body to the limit and tried regenerative medicine when all other options failed.
It's unbelievable. I just assumed I was going to be in pain forever. And I've been in pain since the 80s. Now I'm running and riding a bicycle faster than I have in 7 years. Even my vision is better. I'm 100% pain-free right now. And I don't take any medications.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for regenerative treatment.
Third and 4, Abe.
Looks like number 20 is behind the center. Keeps it to the left side of the field.
That's Caden Moore.
It's going to be close.
He usually lines up at running back, but he did take the direct snap there.
Looks like it's going to be real close. We don't have a signal yet. First down, Panthers. 1st and goal on the 9-yard line.
Let's go defense.
All right, there. Lecanto's looking for the play from the coach. You got number 20 back in to take the snap. And you got Amir Wilson in the backfield.
Trips to the left. Single receiver, number 80 out wide to the right. Number
Amir.
2's up the middle. Picks up about 3 good hard yards on that carry.
Yeah, Amir Wilson's going to get the ball inside the goal line here, inside the red zone. But he was taken down by Fenimore for the Leopards. Now, Caden Moore is your running back, but he's lined up as your quarterback.
It's time to get loud because we'll have a foul.
Looks like we got trips left, single receiver. Last time I saw this position, the quarterback shotgun handed off to number 2. Number 2 followed his trip side.
He's going to lead block for him. 2 became the lead blocker for Caden Moore. Looks like a no gain.
3rd and goal for the Panthers. And that'll end the 3rd quarter, going into the 4th quarter.
It looks like 18, JT Tipton, is coming back in for number 20.
And we'll go ahead and take a commercial break.
I was fortunate enough to be able to work with Divinity on a custom skincare regimen the year leading up to my wedding. It included a series of in-office treatments, microneedling, PRP, hydrofacials, and an at-home skincare regimen. So I had no worries the day of my wedding. My skin was perfect.
All right, Abe. The Leopards have put up 14 points in a quarter, but they have not put up 21 points in a quarter yet. So they really have to hold here at 3rd and goal from the 5.
Well, the defense has been out there for quite some time, you know, and we're in the 4th quarter. Remember I said earlier that, you know, 4th quarter will tell about that conditioning and how strong they'll be. Quarterback drops back, puts the ball up.
Intercepted.
Intercepted by the Leopards.
All right, intercepted. Great play by number 11, Kason Williamson, I'm sorry. As he just reads the quarterback's eyes and just comes off the receiver there. Try to take it out, but he's going to give the Leopards the ball on the 20-yard line. JT Tipton on the throw, who just came in on that play.
So he helped the Leopards defense out with a big stop at the right time. So Leopards still have a chance. Early in the 4th quarter, 14-0. This would be a very critical and important drive for the Leopards.
Yeah, 2-score game. Any of these guys can get loose, but Lecanto's defense has not made it easy. And look at this defense. They are all within 4 yards of that line of scrimmage. All right, Kason Williamson, the guy who got the interception, lined up in the gun to take the direct handoff and run. All right, gain of 1, Abe. Gonna need a few more than that. But Kason's gonna go in the gun as well. And they've moved Capel to the outside up back. And they're pushing the pile.
Picked up a good hard 1 yard on that.
Yeah, it was a hard one. But they were pushing the pile. But they got to the running back first. So it's going to be 3rd down and a long 8. There is a flag down, Abe, at the 20, near the 20. And they're talking to the coaching staff. All right, ball start. and it's going to be declined, and it's still going to be 3rd down and 8. But Lecanto has all their fellas on defense at that line of scrimmage or very close to it. They're definitely up in the box more than they were earlier in the game. All right, Amir drops back a little further. Flags flying.
And
oh, another flag. And a 3rd flag. There's 3 flags on the field. Casey Williams ran that ball. Got tackled out of bounds. The referees are going to have to get together and sort this one out.
That's what you call laundry all over the field.
Yeah. Well, one was thrown at the offensive line for holding.
Personal foul, face mask, decline.
And they're going to replay 3rd down, I believe. And hopefully they all get their own flags back in their pockets.
Well, I thank you for tuning in to Gulf Coast Sports Network. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. Let us know how we're doing. Also, send shouts out to our camera crew that's bringing you guys great footage. Also, next week, Gulf Coast Sports Network will be in Land O'Lakes, where Mitchell will be taking on Land O'Lakes.
Pass intended for number 41 for the Hernando Leopards. That's Mr. Peoples, who's had a great game on defense. They're trying to get him the ball. That's thrown by number 4. All right, we got 4th down.
Looks like the Leopards going to punt. Back deep, you got number 1 and 0.
Good high punt.
Number 1 lets it go.
He might have touched it.
Nah, he let it go.
It looked like his left hand.
He acted like he was going to grab it, but then he let it go.
Yeah, well, number 11 is letting the refs know. But regardless, it's going to be 1st down for Lecanto. He did let it go.
The Leopards got to find some type of way to get into the end zone, whether it's on offense or defense or special teams. They got to have something that gives a spark.
Well, they had a big interception last drive on defense. I doubt that Lecanto will throw it much this drive here, especially with the way Amir Wilson's been running the ball. But
don't forget to check out the recovery room. 3201 Premier Drive, Brooksville, Florida.
Amir Wilson's taking a break this series. Number 20 is in for him, and he's reading some blocks, keeping his feet moving. Strong run.
Looked like he picked up about 8 yards on that carry.
Caden Moore on that carry, yeah. 8 yards, 8 strong yards. Did you tell him about the recovery room, about the promo code? Replay 22?
What is the promo code?
Replay 22.
I need to put that in my phone so I can put it in my text. Remind myself, to get that promotion.
$25. Cryotherapy. That's a big tackle by Mr. Peoples right there. Coming in high, bringing him down quickly, and that's a no gain for Caden Moore and the Lecanto Panthers. They're going to need another one, Abe. They're going to need another defensive short yardage or tackle for loss here if they want to get this ball back with 9 minutes and 28 seconds to go.
Well, you got to give it to the Leopards defense. They've been wrapping up some miscues, some missed passes.
That was 43 Fenimore on the tackle, but that will move the chains for Lecanto, and that helps keep the clock going. And here comes in Amir Wilson, and they're going to give Caden Moore a quick little break. And Amir's been the hardest running back to bring down for the Leopards.
Quick handoff to number 2. He follows his blocks. Picks up about 3-4 yards on the carry.
That was a very patient running. You saw him get the ball and just kind of shuffle his feet a little bit to get behind his pulling guard. It didn't turn into a big gain, but it definitely set him up for the big game.
And he still has that burst, that 1-2 burst as he hits the hole.
Lecanto's calling the plays from the sideline, trying to eat up a little bit of clock.
Quarterback fakes it, keeps it. Looks like he picked up about 4 yards on the carry. He's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2.5.
Jesse Harmon, number 54 for the Leopards, just held on by one hand from the ground just to slow down JT Tipton on that. He didn't bring him down, but he definitely slowed him down, Abe, as it's 3rd and just a little bit.
Dave, the Panthers come in here tonight, and they're eating the clock up. They're keeping the Leopards offense off the field, making the defense work extra hard. Quarterback shuffle pass to number 2.
Hard tackle by number 20 for the Leopards. That's
he actually lost a yard on that carry.
DeJuan Jackson on that tackle. He's going to lose a yard, and that might be Amir Wilson's first negative yard of the night. But it is 4th down, and they look like they're bringing in the punt unit to pin them deep with a 2-score lead with 6 minutes and 56 seconds to play in this 4th quarter.
So it seemed like Coach Alexander also playing, field position strategy right now. So he might as well punt to put the Leopards deep to make them have a long drive here in the 4th quarter. Nice punt, punts away. Look like he's going to take a Panthers roll.
Yeah, Jack Levingood, the punter, number 14, he catches the snap and just looks up and sees no one coming. So he was in no urgency whatsoever to punt that ball, just so he could get his guys down there in their alleys to secure the protection there.
Well, as number 14 run off, seemed like the coaches, gave him some nice slaps because he did a great job with that punt, pinning the Leopards back and making them have a long field to drive down.
On the 6-yard line.
Hey, Dave, let's go to the regional school board and see what kind of scores we got going on tonight.
Absolutely. All right, we're back. It's a long drive for the Leopards, but they're going to need it. And the Lecanto Panthers have not made it easy on them tonight. Oh. They got a little bit of collision before the handoff. A little collision before the handoff. But still a positive yard, which is what we saw two or three plays of last drive, 1 yard at a time. And 1 yard's not going to get it. So you just keep waiting for that big play, which I still believe could come.
So the field general now is number 11 for the Leopards. He hands off.
Yeah, he's going to hand that ball to number 10. That's Samson. He gets another carry. He tries to bounce it outside where that strong defense is there. We do have Capel lining up at wide receiver. So he's still on the field, just not under center.
I see our camera crew tried to get a shot up here on one of the camera guys as well as to the booth. Did a quick glimpse.
Yeah.
They've been doing a great job with the cameras and zooming in, and catching those replays.
Oh,
Quick pass intercepted.
That's Travis.
It was intended for number 41, and he's out at the 3-yard line.
Let's check this out on the replay here. Instant replay. Number 5, Travis LaBelle, again, reads the quarterback, reaches, jumps, gets his balance, tries to take it back to the house, and ran out of bounds on the 3-yard line.
That was great coverage because we were just talking about our camera crew and how they're providing great footage, and what a great view that they had on that interception for the Panthers.
You know, Travis has a sack, an interception, a fumble recovery, and about 9 tackles this evening. Strong defensive effort by Travis.
And it looked like he goes both ways as well.
Yeah, I see him out there now. He's probably going to lead in motion here. No motion, just a lead block for number 2.
Hand off number 2. He jumps over a player.
Amir Wilson on the touchdown. That'll be his second one of the night. Well, Abe, the interception, a lot of times coaches won't throw the ball when they're buried in their own end zone area, but when you're down by 2 scores and the clock is running low, you don't have a whole lot of choices. Levin Good is good with his PAT. Puts the game up 21-0 right now with just under 5 minutes to go. We need this kickoff return. All right, we need 5 minutes to go in this ball game. He lined up for the pooch kick. What do you think? Toward the sideline. Oh, he's going deep. Going to give Manny a chance to return it.
He is trying to make something happen for the Leopards.
Well, he got to the 34-yard line before about 5 guys in white decided to stop him. And Manny's just flying in there.
But they stopped him, but they didn't take him down. He was still fighting.
Yeah, that says a lot about him as a player. Down 21, looking to get the first points of the night for them. It looks like we're going to have John Capel back under center in the shotgun.
Let's go offense.
Looks like the Leopards line up with twins to the right. Capel drops back.
Doesn't like it. Decides he's going to run. There you go. 5-6 yard run.
Got about 6 yards on the carry, met by a host of Panthers.
He wanted to throw. He looked. He looked one place, looked at another, made his reads, tucked it down, and it was a strong run. It does not stop the clock, but it is positive yards.
He drops back, looks to pass. Pass almost broke up by number 1.
Yeah, that's Gaynor again. The senior spotlight having a great game. Check this replay out. They're trying to get the ball to 41 Peoples again, and it looks like he's going to catch this ball, but Gaynor gets there as the ball arrives. That's some strong defense, and he's a bit, Peoples a big fella, and one plays big, but he's only 145 pounds, where Peoples is easily over 200.
He'll have to take a play off. Seemed like he got up on his own.
Peebles is 230 pounds. There's almost 100 pounds difference, and Gaynor came in there with no hesitation.
Look like it's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Leopards. Twins right, single receiver to the left, shotgun formation. Screen pass against number 6, and he's immediately brought down by number 2 for the Panthers.
That would be Amir Wilson, both ways, playing hard. It's 4th down, and you're not to your 50 yet, but it's late in the game. You got 3 minutes and 45 seconds to try to get some points on the board.
And that was a nice stop, because we know number 6 got some speed.
And they line up in the punt. Let's see if they fake it or kick it. They are going to kick it super high.
Looks like it's going to go out at the 45-yard line. Somebody touched it.
He touched it. He went to go get a block. Touched the ball, recovered by the Leopards. They're going to see if he
Leopards got it.
Yeah, they did. It is signal Leopard ball. 54 for Lecanto came in just to make a block. That's Mark Perez. Came in to make a block and missed the block, touched the ball. He'll learn from that.
So what is this Glory Day player of the game? What did they receive?
The Glory Days player of the game is going to get a T-shirt from GCSN and a gift card for Glory Days right here in Brooksville, Florida. And we have several players on each side vying for this. We got 3 minutes left to make an impact. Excited to see who gets the T-shirt and the gift card, the recognition. You know, this is our 5th game of the season, and we've had every Glory Days player has a giant smile at the end of the game, excited to take it home. We're happy to do that. We're happy Glory Days does that. Quarterback fake. Right up the gut.
He's met by number 50 of the Panthers. Capel ran straight through the middle, hit the hole hard, but then he was immediately hit by Matthew Turner, number 50 for the Panthers.
Yeah, Travis LaBelle was also in on that tackle, number 5, who's played such a strong game at middle backer for the Panthers tonight.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, nice move by Capel.
And he really reached back to throw that ball, tucked his head, and ran for the first down. Heads up play by number 9, Mr. Capel.
He wants to throw the ball down the field, but I got to give credit to the Panthers secondary, which is their athletes, number 1, 0, 2, across the board, and they are blanketing these receivers as they're going downfield.
It's amazing to see that they still have so much energy because they have been everywhere tonight for Lecanto, 1, 2, and 0.
Quarterback draws back. He rolls to the right. Oh, he was able to catch it.
Yeah, he did catch the ball.
Went through one hand and was able to grab it and pull it in.
Yeah, that's Leandre Wright. Leandre Wright on the catch, and he wanted to run with it. At least he caught the ball, give him a good 3-yard gain. It does keep the clock running with 1:49 left to play.
Capel drops back, puts the ball in the air.
They went back to Wright on that pass. It was just slightly over his head.
A little too high for Leandre Wright.
It will stop the clock as they sit back and look at this 3rd and 7.
So, Dave, we got 1:37 to come up with a player of the game.
Yes, we do, Abe. And it's never an easy decision because there's always so many players that work so hard and play so hard. But we're getting close. We're getting real close.
Right cuts up the middle, still moving.
35 on the tackle for Lecanto High School. That's Sam Begin again. With 1:22 to go. Tick-tock. 4th down. The Leopards still trying to pick up the first down here, maybe even some points. It's
Ball's
up.
in the air.
He's behind his guy. I think he caught it. He
Touchdown.
did.
Leandre Wright.
They went to him 3 plays in a row. Leandre Wright with the touchdown. Instant replay from the recovery room. He's got all the time he needs. Gives him a great throw. Nice high ball. Double coverage. Catches it. Gets his feet in bounds. The referee signal touchdown. All right, so it's 21-6. Ensuing extra point. I'm going to guess maybe an onside right after this. You expect an onside?
47 seconds remaining. Yeah, I would say onside.
All right, the Leopards can make sure they got all 11 fellas in the game.
Might have some movement.
All right. Clock does not run, so the time doesn't change. Jesse Folks is going to be your kicker. Wow. Wow, did you Lecanto came off the edge.
They came.
And they actually got there before the ball and over pursued, and then the kicker still makes the kick. Great job, Jesse Folks. Great job by the holder.
Not to panic and get up.
Yeah. Well, 48 seconds left. We're expecting an onside kick, some short, which is how they started off the game. So I'm guessing Lecanto will have their hands team ready to play ball.
My body was on the decline, that the pain that I was experiencing
Which they
was not tolerable enough for me to go out.
They seem to have. They got their 4-3-2.
The day that he adjusted me, I felt that relief, and I felt like I could actually put on my cleats again.
They got number 5, Travis LaBelle on one side. They got number 2, Amir Wilson on the other. They got number 1, Darius Gaynor in the middle. They feel like they have it pretty well protected. Let's see what Folks does here. Squib. It's nice high pop. Travis quickly catches the ball.
There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, some early whistles. Travis LaBelle quickly recovered it. They're going to have Hernando off sides on the onside. They cannot cross that line before the ball is kicked. So it's going to be a dead ball, whether he caught it or not. And they're going to get to kick it again. Which isn't terrible for Hernando. They lose the 5 yards, but they get another shot at the all-important onside.
With 47 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
And they just now got that passing game going with 3 straight passes to Leandre Wright. All right. Do you switch it up and go to the other side? Probably not, right?
Well, the Panthers has put their weapons across the board.
Oh,
the ball's out. Looks like the Leopards have it.
He did touch it.
But he was down when he touched it. But
they are
Leopard ball.
Leopard ball. Leopard ball. It went 10 yards. The ball bounced back to the 9-yard line, and they get it. All right, 43 seconds left. Are they throwing the ball to number 4 to get steal another quick 7 points? What do you think?
Well, you know they're going to have to pass. They only got 43 seconds. You got to put it in the air. Unless he can work the sidelines.
Work the sidelines, get out of bounds, stop the clock. This is not a time for quarterback sneaks or handoffs, so I'm sure Lecanto knows that as much as we know that. But we are excited to reveal that player of the game, but we got a few excitements here. Oh.
Look like number 11 moved early for the Leopards.
Yeah, Casey Williams got a little excited. That might have been a hook and ladder because 11 ran like a little hitch, a little out, a little shallow, and it looked like 12 was coming in.
But those are plays in the middle of the field, which is going to make the clock continue to run. It's not going to stop the clock.
Trying to get it on one play. He is looking at 11. 11 does catch it.
Tries to make one man miss.
He's going to be tackled by Caden Moore.
Looked like he was able to grab the back of his jersey and pull him down.
Well, he was inbound, so we're at 19 seconds right now and running. 16, 15, 14, 13.
Pressure, and they got a sack.
And 7 seconds and a timeout, Hernando.
That was number 8 for the Panthers that came in and made that sack.
That's Michael Bryant. He's been a tough guy to block. He's had 2 sacks that I can remember. But he's always been in on tackles and rushes and hurries.
Number 45, Javaris Jones.
We've had some great players on both sides tonight. 7 seconds to go. Quarterback's going to take it. He's got some running room.
Stiff arm. He's to the 50. And he's brought down. That's going to be the ball game where Lecanto come out victorious 21 to Hernando's 7.
Let's go ahead and tell him our Glory Days player of the game. What do you say? Middle linebacker for Lecanto, Travis LaBelle. You had a fine game tonight. 1 interception, 1 sack, several tackles, a fumble recovery, and you played both sides of the ball. Well done tonight, Travis LaBelle. Congratulations on being Glory Days player of the game. Let's send it back up to the booth to Will Wilkie.
Great job on the call tonight, boys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at GCSN Broadcast. For Abe Dowdell, Dave Barrett. Abe Dowdell, Dave Barrett, Wild Bill Lizer, John McMurdo. I'm Will Wilkie, and we'll see you next time.